Thank you.
Do you hear me well? Yeah. Thank you very much for having me here. It's a great honor for me to be here. It's a great opportunity actually to speak here because, you know, what happens is that in Europe, political elite, when they want to get information about Chechens, they ask Russians. And the image that stays of Chechnya here in the European mindset is unfortunately the Russian image of Chechnya. And it does not represent us. It doesn't represent our culture, it doesn't represent our people. And to respond to your question, first we have to know what is the Chechen culture and what is the Chechen identity and who are the Chechens actually. And from that perspective, seeing who the Chechens are, then we will be able to answer the question how it destroys and what it destroys exactly. So, who are the Chechens? You know, there's a French anthropologist, Ernest Chambre. He wrote a book, Les Recherches anthropologiques du Caucase, and he described Chechens as the French of the Caucasus. Alexandre Dumas, who wrote the book Le Caucase, he described Chechens. He said actually that among Chechens there is no. Among Chechens, every man is a knight and every man is a king. So before the Russian expansion in Chechnya, we had actually the democratic parliament, which was called Merkel, and this democratic assembly managed the affairs of the nation through consensus and through election. And this showed that we, the Chechens, we really had a political system that worked in a democratic way. The Merkel operated under Aset, which provided a legal framework for governance, and this legal framework served as a social contract. The social contract that long before Jean-Jacques Rousseau popularized it in France. So social classes did not exist in Chechnya. We lived according to the principles égalité and liberté that the French actually had to fight for in the 18th century. Central to our identity is the Chechen code of honor, nurture. And this is, it's not just about bravery, it's about the fundamental rights and also the absolute respect for individual freedom. And this is a foundation for any democracy. So such code never existed in Russia, and today it does not exist in Russia. In contrast to the Russian narrative, Chechen society was decentralized and literate. Long before Russian secular schools arrived to Chechnya, education was a priority in Chechnya. In every village, schools known like Hujri operated, ensuring that the people could read and write. This scholarly foundation is why iconic heroes like Abrek Zelimkhan Khorochoy conducted their correspondence in Arabic script, a mark of a sophisticated intellectual connection to the wider Islamic world. The Chechen language is considered as one of the oldest languages in Europe and in the world, and this language belongs to the Nah branch of the Caucasian family. Before the Stalinist era, the nation was intellectually vibrant, with numerous journals and gazettes published in the Chechen language using the Latin script, Latin alphabet. This period of linguistic modernization was abruptly halted in 1938 when Stalin forcibly transitioned the Chechen language into Cyrillic alphabet. And this was not done for convenience. It was a strategic move to sever Chechens from their existing literature and to tighten Moscow's cultural grip. So Russia's primary justification for its presence in the Caucasus has always been that it brought civilization. While the Russian Empire presented itself as a European power, its internal reality was deeply archaic. It was defined by a rigid feudal system and serfdom, which was a form of slavery. And until 1861, Russian population, 90% of the Russian population lived like peasants, uneducated and disenfranchised slaves. We did not have this in Chechnya. We never had any kind of feudal system or slavery.